What's going on, spiritual family? It's your boy Project 11. In today's video, I'm gonna be giving y'all some wicked, evil, twisted facts about Halloween that will most likely change your perception about Halloween. Now, let me just throw this out here real quick. Having my third eye open and connecting the dots with Halloween and children, and 800,000 children going missing per year, something just don't add up. Halloween is one of the reasons why 800,000 children go missing each year. If you got a third eye, you will start to connect the dots and start to understand. Now, before I get into these facts about Halloween, please make sure you watch this whole entire video, because throughout this whole entire video and near the end is where the juicy facts about Halloween start to come out. All this written down so you can get your information and be out of here, man. You already know how I do. I write my information so this video can be organized. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into the first fact about Halloween. Over 2,000 years ago, the Celtics would celebrate their New Year's by honoring those who have died. They believed once a year a door will open from our world to the netherworld, and those who were dead, along with other beings such as fairies and other creatures, would come through and walk among them. However, evil spirits would come into our world and feast on the living, and in order to hide from them, they would dress up as monsters, ghouls, demons, vampires, and ghosts. So it was believed over 2,000 years ago from the Celtics that a door will open from the netherworld and our world, and evil spirits will then come into our world through this door and feast on humans. And in order for people to hide from these evil spirits, they would dress up as ghouls, demons, ghosts, and vampires. You catching on? And this is exactly why people dress up as ghosts, demons, or their favorite Halloween character. So little do people know that they are actually mimicking the Celtics back when they would hide from the demons, the ghouls, the vampires, and other creatures from feasting on them. That is exactly why people dress up for Halloween now. Now, although people might not know the exact reason as to why they're dressing up, they just think they just having fun turning up, you know what I'm saying, going along with the tradition. But this is the specific exact reason why they do it. Fact number 2. During the celebration, the Celtic priests will build huge bonfires and will make a huge feast for everyone. And they also made sure to leave sweets, wines, meats, and other foods outside for evil spirits to consume before they went back to the netherworld. When the Christian church took over the holiday, they renamed it Halloween. Hallowed Eve equals holy. They turned it back to just mean it was a sacred time for honoring our ancestors. And the reason I'm saying was is because people now, they don't do this. They don't celebrate Halloween like this now. It's totally changed. You don't see people on Halloween honoring their ancestors. You see people dressing up as demons, creatures, and all kinds of stuff now. Fact number 3. How did witches, jack-o'-lanterns, and werewolves come into play in Halloween? Lilith. Going back to Sumerian days about 4,000 years ago, there is a tablet containing the Gilgamesh epic, which mentions the goddess Lilith. She was a demon called Night Hag or Nightmare. These demons were known as Vobas. Vobas are shape-shifting entities who would transform between dawn and at dusk. It was said that these she demons would have total control over men's sexuality, either making them her slaves or through magic making them impotent. I guess this can be referred back to as succubuses or the Jezebel spirit. Also, Lilith's sacred symbolism was the owl, known as a symbol of human sacrifice. Bohemian Grove. As for jack-o'-lanterns and candles, they first came about as men who would hold these eerie lights and sway them left to right, and it would look like a swinging head. So the key to be known as corpse candles. The candles were also signals for the souls of the men who were lost at sea, leading them home. As for pumpkins, they started to carve scary faces in the pumpkins to ward off evil spirits. However, Druids began to go to homes and demand that the husbands of the homes provide a loved one to be sacrificed. If the husband agreed, they would leave a lantern at the doorstep, a carved pumpkin. If the husband refused, they would place a hexagram, a spell, or a trick on the door in human blood. A demonic spirit would then be attracted to the hexagram and invade the house. This is where things get even more scarier and wicked. The literal translation when the Druids knocked on doors for sacrifices was trick or treat. The lantern was filled with human fat and set on fire for good luck. So the trick was, if you don't give up a loved one for human sacrifice, then they will place a hexagram, a spell on your door in human blood. The treat was a pumpkin placed on your doorstep for good luck. All right, so this is where things get even more twisted and wicked, man. Hear me out. Arizona Wilder was the first person to come out and talk about the secret rituals, being groomed to become one of the monsters' darkness, the highest class of a witch inside the cabal. She goes into aliens, demons, shapeshifters, and different families of bloodlines. Now this right here is just absolutely crazy. She was raised in the cabal and was also known as an MK Ultra slave.
And so from the time that I was a baby, I was being abused and traumatized, and on purpose, for the mind control that they need someone to go through to do whatever they say, to be as just a puppet in you know, that they can control every move. And
she went to many meetings, took part in different rituals, and even saw very high-level people at the rituals. Bill Gates, Queen of England. Arizona Wilder talks about the 13 bloodlines that used this night, Halloween night, as a great sacrificial night. She also said that if people knew what was really happening, no one would celebrate Halloween. According to Wilder, she said that the cabal would kidnap children to be used in ritual sacrifices. She said the children represent the purest form of energy, and they would terrorize them, use mind control and drugs on them to be used in blood rituals. Adrenochrome, Monsters Inc. So overall, man, Halloween is not what it seems. Stop. I ain't gonna even tell you to stop celebrating Halloween. You do what you want. Here are the facts, and you do what you want after that, man. Without further ado, hopefully this video enlightened you on something. Without further ado, it's been your boy Project 11. Y'all stay positive, y'all stay happy, and most of all, just be thankful. 11/11.